So let me get this straight. You're thinking ripe mangoes are good for desserts, cakes, pastries, sweet dishes and puddings. Well, you wouldn't be wrong, except today I'm going to change your thinking on using ripe mangoes with cooking in a way you've never seen and tasted before. That's coming up. If you find value in what we do, then consider subscribing to our channel and press the bell icon to stay notified whenever we make a new upload. Hey everyone, I'm Chef Aaditya Bal and welcome back to Chef Addy's Fresh and Fast. Today I've got one of the most delicious things I've ever eaten for you right here in this kitchen, okay? We're going to be making a proper Kerala style mango pachadi. What it basically is, it's like a mango raita, but it's cooked and infused with coconuts, ginger, chilies and curry leaves. It's absolutely heavenly. So let's get down to making our mango pachadi. So let's take a look at our ingredients for our Malabari Mango Pachadi. So our main ingredients, the curd, mangoes, coconut. Like I said, fresh coconut, salt, heat of red chili powder, curry leaves, ginger, green chilies, the curd, of course, the medium, our ripe mangoes, and then our whole spices. Right, so we're going to start by roughly chopping up our fresh coconut. Just rough chop into small pieces. Roughly chop the green chilies and slice your fresh ginger. Then we're just going to peel our mangoes while keeping them whole. Remember, we're going to cook the mangoes whole in our lovely curd and coconut based gravy. Right, so peel your mangoes and just keep them aside. To make our ground coconut paste, we're going to start off by dry roasting our coconut, chilies, ginger along with our cumin and peppercorns. Right, we just want to roast them in a nice medium hot pan until they're really nice and fragrant, lightly charred and a little bit smoky. It's just going to give great depth to our ground paste. Right, so we're just going to transfer our dry roasted ingredients to a grinder, add a little bit of salt to help it grind, half the chili powder just to give it that heat, just a little bit of water, and then we're just going to grind it for a few minutes to just break down all of those lovely aromatic ingredients. Lovely. Just gonna kind of wipe down the sides of the grinder, little more water, and then just grind it to a nice and semi-fine paste. Lovely. That's done. So let's begin to cook our pachadi gravy. I've added a little bit of oil to a hot non-stick pan. To this we're going to add our ground coconut masala. Superb. Little more salt just to season it, bring out all those flavors, and then over a medium heat we're just gonna cook out that coconut masala until all of that moisture evaporates and the spices begin to cook out nicely. Beautiful. So look at that. The moisture has evaporated. It's nice and thick. Begun to release some of its natural oils. We're going to add a little more chili powder. Mix it in just for that added kick of heat to our pachadi. Just mix it in nicely. Perfect. Okay, a little more water. And then we're just going to cook it out for another 5 to 7 minutes until the spices are nicely cooked out and the oil has separated. That is done. So our masala is now nicely cooked out. The next thing we want to do is just thoroughly whisk the curd, and we're just going to add it to that lovely and really aromatic coconut based masala. Lovely. Look at that. Superb. Now we're just going to gently stir the curd into that coconut paste, and on a medium heat we're just going to cook it out for a good 8 to 10 minutes until the oil begins to separate from that curd based gravy. So our gravy is now really nicely cooked out. To this we're just going to add our whole mangoes. Really unusual, I know what you're thinking, but trust me, this is one of the most delicious dishes you would have ever tasted. Okay, so we're just going to baste the mangoes with that hot gravy. Bring it to a simmer. Right, so continue to baste the mangoes with that hot pachadi gravy, and we're just going to cover it and let it cook away on a medium heat for a good 20 minutes or until the mangoes are nice and soft. So our mangoes are now nice and soft, okay? We're gently kind of gonna break down the flesh just a little bit to help that gravy really penetrate the flesh of the mangoes, right? So break it down a little and then baste it with that lovely cooked out coconut and curd gravy. Oh, that smells absolutely incredible. Beautiful. Okay, just let it cook away a little longer. Okay, so we're just going to let the mangoes and the gravy cook away for another 8 to 10 minutes, basting it, making sure that the gravy thickens up nicely and is really intensified and delicious in its flavor. Okay, so just baste it away and let it simmer to reduce, thicken and intensify. So the mangoes are cooked and delicious. We're just gonna put them into a serving dish, spoon over that lovely, light, delicious gravy, and now we can get down to making our tempering. So in a pan, oil, then our mustard and fenugreek seeds, followed by our curry leaves. Just fry them up for a couple of minutes until they are fragrant and the leaves are nice and crisp. And then we're just going to spoon over that tempering. Look at those vibrant colors, okay? And all of those flavors of the curry leaves and mustard seeds and fenugreek seeds, they're just going to contrast with that lovely kind of sour, sweet sour flavor of the pachadi. That is ready to enjoy. And it just smells like heaven, right? The mangoes, the curd, those curry leaves, oh ho ho ho. I know it's unusual, but I promise you, once you try this dish, once you get those flavors, you are going to just fall in love. Kerala style cooked raita and that coconut and that hint of the chili, the sourness of the curd, the mango, the hit of the curry leaves, mustard, absolutely superb. I really hope you cook this recipe in your kitchen before the season comes to an end. Okay, get yourself some mangoes, get some coconut and cook it up. I'm going to see you next time with lots more exciting recipes. But till then, happy